Hi everyone, my name is Elena and I'm here with Glass Factory and we're here today interviewing the lovely SHAB. So super excited to have you here. She is
Thank
an American singer-songwriter who has a very distinctive background, which I have a question to ask you about that. You've gone across three continents, but now you're splitting your time between Baltimore and Dallas. So combining a catchy mix of sonic effects and dance pop hooks to make energizing music effortless and memorable, Shab delivers a kaleidoscope of sound that goes hand in hand with her introspective and powerful lyrics. So thank you so
Oh,
much for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
oh my God. Thank you so much for having me. I was excited to do this today. I'm actually at the Septian Entertainment where I take my rehearsals and lessons, and they're my second family. So I'm really excited to be here and to be with you. And yeah, anything, let's do it.
Very cool. So, first questions I have kind of like talk a little bit about your background. You have a very distinctive background. So I read that, you're one of 13 children, originally grew up in Iran and then fled to Germany with your family, of course, following a lot of the socio-political turmoil following the Iranian Revolution. Can you talk about like how music fit into your life, especially early on, maybe, given everything else that was going on?
Yes, you said it very perfectly. And I think what happened is we used music as an escape to the unknown world, basically, where it's just perfect there, and you're going inward and you're just listening, you're closing your eyes and you're going to another place. But I remember coming home from school and there's music going, there's cooking. My brothers and sisters are like vacuuming or cleaning. Like we always either cooking, we had music on, cleaning, like anything we did, parties, so music has been really healing for me, and it has helped me so much in my growth and just healing as well, because there was a lot of bad stuff happening, and I didn't know if I was going to see my family because there was bombs going up, and I was only 7 years old, and all I could do is just go under the chairs and table and just pray that I can see my siblings again. And I'd ask God, please don't take them away from me, because they're an extension of me. And I'm very blessed to have such a big family. It was just so much fun growing up, and I always had someone to play with, and I got so much love from my older siblings, and so very blessed.
Oh, I love that. So was like music, because I did see that one of your older brothers is actually also a singer. So, was music kind of like just was music something that you all were kind of doing in your own way, or was it just a few of you gravitated towards it more?
No, I think all of us, we were just big dancers, like Persians. We cook a lot and then we just dance for 2 hours, like, okay, this is a good way to like lose weight, and then it's also fun. But yeah, there's definitely break dancing. When it first came out, we always knew all the moves, like flips. And my brother, he liked to sing. I was always shy. And so I was just shy to sing in front of people. And I think over time the shyness went away, and I was more secure in my ability and talents to what I wanted to do. And I was always the baby, and I was always babies. And so it's like, no, she's still a baby. And I'm like, I'm not a baby anymore. So, but yeah, it's definitely in the family. We all have like that artistic side of us, which is awesome.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So following, so you were in Germany for a while, you went to boarding school there, and then you emigrated to the US by yourself when you were also pretty young. So, how has the multicultural upbringing of being between three different continents influenced, your musical journey today?
I think it's really cool because I was exposed to a lot of different music when I moved to Germany. And I was in Kassel actually for 3.5 years, and I learned German, and I didn't even know how to write the alphabet because our alphabet is different. So that was the first time learning how to write ABC, even learning the cursives. And so that helped me with my English because I already knew the alphabet. But definitely, I feel like Germany has definitely, I was very independent there. I used to find the Straßenbahn, which is kind of like the train, and go everywhere I wanted myself, my tennis lesson, horseback riding. I mean, after school program, it's like I was like a little adult. And I was always very independent anyway. So my sister was my guardian there. So I had left my mom, and I was really sad because I was very close to my mom. And it was hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I really enjoyed the independence and learning about other cultures. And so when I came when I came from Germany to US, it was just everything was bigger, the roads were bigger. I was stuck at home a lot of times because everyone was working. And I got a little depressed at first when I moved here. It took me it took me a little while to kind of like get adjusted, but then I started working at 14 at a restaurant. But yeah, it's just been like an amazing journey so far, and just learned so much from the culture. I've been so blessed to be able to live on all these different countries and learning different yeah, I just love it. I and that's why it's like world pop. I just love everything about the world. I mean every corner is so beautiful. There's so many more places to visit.
Yeah. And I know that you've like integrated kind of your love for the world into some of your music recently too. So, you know, you had a song featuring the Martinez twins. So, you know, I think
they're so amazing.
yeah, and that music video was a lot of fun too. I think just yeah, such a fun music video too. So yeah, I think, you know, just being able to see kind of your love of like the world and everything through your music too, it's very apparent.
Oh, thank you.
So when you kind of first like officially started your musical career, you decided to sing in your native Farsi language, and then you started to, you know, like integrate English into it as well. But then you fully decided to make the switch into being like an English language entertainer. So what made you decide to make that switch in the first place? And then what do you think were what have been like some of the more difficult parts of that transition?
Well, I thought to start with Farsi, I wanted to kind of sing in my native tongue, you know, and so that I can kind of say, okay, I did that, you know. And so I had a goal for myself, and I wanted to start from somewhere. And once I got the confidence there, I was like, you know what, I can sing I mean, there's notes, I can carry a note, I can sing, I speak fluent English. So let me dabble on this. And then, you know, my son had just been born. He was 4 months, and I went and started looking in the computer, and I came across something that was almost like told me go and type like producers, music writers, and see if I can find someone that, because at that time I wasn't writing music or songs. I didn't know how. And then I just learned over the years. And so then when I found Damon Sharp, he's produced for Jennifer Lopez and Ariana Grande. And I had no idea. I just was like, thank you, God, I found somebody. He looks legit. He like a family guy, you know, okay, good, you know. So it all worked out that way. But then later I found out that he produced all this. I was like, oh my God, this is like the universe opening a door for me. And because I wanted it, and I kind of looked up and I said, God, if you still want to send me those gifts, I'm ready to take, you know, what you want to send me. But the transition at first was hard because I didn't have the confidence at first to sing in English, you know, and that's something that came when Damon sent me my first song, Down to the Wire, which is an Infinite Love album. And it was a super song given to me, and I heard it. I loved everything about it. And I was like, okay, you know what, let's go ahead and do this. And I actually said, I was pregnant already with my daughter. So it took that long. I was like almost 6 months pregnant when I went to the studio to sing. So it was my first song. So it's just like all these amazing things that come up, but you know, you just keep believing in God, and you say, you know what, God, you got me. I never doubted God. And I think that's what kept me going. And the doubts just disappeared. And it was just such a smooth transition, and just things just fell into place. Like now I can have fun with it because I know what I'm doing, which is awesome. Like I built myself to that place where I can just enjoy the journey and just do what I have to do, you know. But yeah.
Oh, that's so great. A couple of different questions coming out of like your answer just now. So the first one being about, you know, your debut album, Infinite Love. Given what you just said with like being 6 months pregnant, and then also not only that, you know, we were in the midst of like a very, very heavy pandemic. So, and like a ton of lockdowns. So like, what was it like? What was going through your mind when you were writing those tracks? You know, obviously the entire album is super upbeat, like talks a lot about like love, and it's just like it's just a fun album to like listen to. So like what was going through your mind when you were writing those, and like what did you want like listeners to walk away with? What did you want listeners to walk away from the album with?
I think I wanted like lots of good dance anthems. I wanted something upbeat where it just makes the listener happy. And all the songs have some meaning to me, like Skin and Bones, and Where Do I Go? Where Do I Go is kind of like my close relationship to God. And Skin and Bones is about, without you, I'm skin and bones, without our soul, and so my partner Rob had a really bad accident, so I had 2 more songs left in Infinite Love to finish, and so that's when I finished those 2 because of those traumatic experiences I went through. And the acoustic versions are actually coming out, and What I Do is another song of my favorite. I was going through some really dark days in my mind and just trying to overcome some obstacles, in my soul and my heart. And I think just writing those and saying, you set the angels in me free, and that's part of the lyric. And it's just, I always think of that, lyrics are just so powerful, words are so powerful. And, but I just want people to be able to dance, be happy, and listen to it. It's like a sad song, but it's a happy sad song, not a sad song where you still feel uplifted. You don't want to cry. Like, I don't listen to sad music. I can't, like, because it triggers something, reminds me something else. I'm like, I can't. It's only like sad but happy songs I'm okay with, but really super sad song, I'm like, I can just get into like the because music is powerful, so but yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want them to dance, listen to it, and just have a feel good experience. And the second album is actually pretty much almost done, and that's going to be even more powerful anthems for the next one. It just keeps getting better,
Yeah,
the formula.
Yeah, no, and I like it because I think, what you mentioned early on in this interview was just like everything that you associated with music growing up, and like all of these gatherings and all these like fun gatherings, like with your siblings and like with your family and stuff. And like, it's nice that you're able to integrate that into like your journey now, and like what you're bringing to your listeners is like trying to like bring those like fun memories to life as well.
Oh my God, yes, it's been healing for me. I'm so blessed to be able to inspire people through music videos or a song, because I know I've had so many idols, people that I just love, that I listen to their music, and oh my God, the list is endless. So
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and I'm so happy for you that like things are intersecting, right? And like
thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
better.
We've been working really hard, but it's good, fun work. It's for the greater good.
Yeah. So, talking about the greater good, you also organize a benefit concert for a Dallas-based organization called Hope Supply Company, which provides essentials for homeless children. So can you talk about, I guess, 2 different questions coming from that? Can you talk about first, like, why you decided to support this organization? And then the second one is like, what was it like bringing together other artists for a good cause?
It's really powerful and amazing, because sharing the stage with talented, passionate people that really want to help. And I have a big heart for like kids, and I have 2 myself. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, Raphael and Shiloh, my daughter. And growing up, sometimes I didn't have much, or and then we had a lot, and then we didn't, so I feel for people that don't, because I've been through some really hard times, and I can relate to people, and I want to help, especially kids. They're just like little angels that's sent from heaven, and they're so pure and they're so beautiful, and I just love their cause so much. And my partner is actually he's the he directs this whole like thing. He's just amazing, and he has a big heart for charities too. And so he's a chairman for the Hope Supply Co. And so when they asked me, I immediately said yes. And even though I wasn't ready, I was a little scared for my first big performance. And I was like, do it for the children. Like, don't be scared, like SHAB, like this is for a good cause. And that kept me going. I swear to God, that gave me so much power and energy. And because God knows my heart, he knows where it is. And that's been my passion. I just love children, to help them, because I had a break myself, and I want to do something nice for the world, like for the children, and then the other thing is the adults, which is like, eventually I want to do healing centers, but that's later. Let's focus on this one thing at a time. But yeah, I was so honored they asked me to do it, and I have a soft spot for kids and helping. And so it was just like, we raised $350,000. So yeah, it was amazing. It was the most
Oh, yeah.
amazing experience ever, from the beginning to the start to finish. So
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. That's great. That's great that like you're able to give back. Like now that you have the capacity to give back, that's so great that you like are like actively trying to give back.
thank you. I hope that I could link my my live shows to charities or something, that I could eventually give 5% something back from
Mhm.
that, because that's who I am and that's what I want to do. And so maybe
Yeah.
we can start a trend.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important, right? It's like, thinking about like where you were in life previously, and then thinking about how you can like affect the future of other people. And like you said, obviously focusing on children right now, but then like adults as well, because like everyone needs a bit of like support and healing and love at any point in their
We all
life.
need love.
Yeah, oh, I love that. You just mentioned you have two young kids. So can you talk about like how you kind of balance doing your music career with having two young kids, and just kind of what that looks like in terms of balance?
My kids give me energy. They're like little angels. They look like little cherubs. They're both blonde and they have green eyes. I
Oh,
swear to God, I don't know how lucky I got. I thank God every day for having them. And so they're source of my inspiration. They're source of everything I do. There are some days that gets hard. Like my son is better now, but my daughter, she's at that age.
mhm.
But when she does something wrong, I just give her extra love and kisses. I try to be soft with her, and she's coming around. So kids are very intuitive. They're very smart. We cook home every day. I loved home cooked meals. My mom did that for me, and I like the kids to be home, to have that family oriented space where if I'm not rehearsing, I'm home with them. The kids definitely are a source of my inspiration and energy. They just kisses
Yeah.
gives me like, their little voices are music to my ear, and like their
Oh,
little kisses are just like, they make me feel alive. And even if I'm tired, I get so much energy from them.
mhm. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I hope they look back on this in like, 5 to 10 years and they're like, Mom, you're so sweet.
They love me. Today I dropped them off to school. My son wouldn't stop like sending me kisses. He's like, Mommy, okay, one more kiss. I want to just get one more kiss. And he gave me like 10 more kisses. And the teacher was like, I was like, okay, Rafa, you have to go. They're so cute.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's when you're raising them right, though, right? Is like when they really like mirror what you're giving them. So that's how you're raising them right. That's so nice.
Yeah, I try to be the disciplinary, but at the same time, not too hard, where I want to have fun with them. Like I want to feel like I'm one of their siblings, and they're just like, they can rely on me. They can tell me everything. We just play and have fun and learn things and what not to do, what to do. So
Oh, I love that. So, given your experiences as a refugee and as an immigrant, what is something that you would like to share with our audience in terms of, what should we know about people who are in similar situations that you've been in?
don't stop praying. Keep praying. God is listening, and He will help you. Whatever it is, you will overcome it. The future is already set for us in God's mind and heart and eyes. And the way I look at it is just have patience, learn the language. It's very, very important when you live in a country. You have to learn the language, and just take one day at a time, and seek help if there's something that you need help with. But don't ever give up. Just keep praying, and that's what I did. I just never gave up. There's like, no was not an answer. Like giving up was not an answer. And God will help you. He already brought them here. He already brought us. He helped us escape and be safe, right? So you asked them to, so you're already here. So just keep relying on that. Everything is going to work out. Just have a good heart, help people, be humble, and things just start coming to you. They just add to the spiritual bank, and magic starts happening. Even if you don't have money for something, don't worry about how you're going to open that business. Somehow somebody will believe in you and help you, and just things just happen magically that way.
Yeah, love that. Love that. Lots of underlying theme of like resiliency and community, right?
Yes,
Throughout your
absolutely.
career. So that's great. So I know you mentioned a few projects that you have coming up, but looking at the next few months or through the end of the year, what are some exciting things that are coming up for you?
Oh, there's so many exciting things coming up. I think we might be having a tour in UK. We might be doing some stuff there and around the country. Like, so there's a lot of opportunities that are there. So I'm so excited about that because I love doing live shows, and I'm just so in love with it now. And I'm like, I work harder just so we can put an amazing show together for our fans. And but yeah, we just finished a music video. It's called Crisscross, and that's going to be my single for the summer. And then the other one is called Serenity, which I wrote both with Eric Sinacola and Damon Sharp. The songs are very personal to me, and they're really beautiful. And they each have like their own meaning, and but Crisscross is like sexy, fun, and TikTokable, like little kids can do it. It's just cute, but it does have a little sex appeal, but it's more cute. So it's like strong, but not too much, because I'm always very careful, because I have two little ones, and I just want to make sure I'm putting the right image out there, not too much, just enough, and make it more about the dancing and having fun, and let's go party all together, and so yeah, so those two are coming out. And I have a big show that's coming up. It's called DIFA, House of DIFA, which is raising awareness for AIDS, and Neiman Marcus is sponsoring that, and some really big sponsorship that they're there as well. So that's a show I'm getting ready for May 7th. So that's why I'm here. We're going to just keep rehearsing until we get it. It's like water.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, hey, it sounds like Crisscross definitely has the makings of being a summertime anthem. So definitely looking
It's
forward to
so
checking
good.
it
It's
out.
just so cute. Ricky Jackson, he helped me design this. And so then I just did a couple moves, and he's like, I love those. Let's keep it. And that's what I love about him, because he knows my style, and we mix and match things that just, naturally it floats to me. And then we just put our ideas together and make this into like a beautiful dance anthem.
Yeah, very cool. No, definitely looking forward to it. I know,
Thank you.
especially given kind of everything that I listened to from you recently with
Oh,
it's just all very dancey. So I'm definitely looking forward to
it's a good
hearing
workout
this
beats,
one.
right? It just gets you
Yeah.
excited. I mean, I work out to them too, so
Yeah, I mean, hey, you gotta like your own stuff, right? That's
that's
important. So is there anything else that you would like to share with us today?
I just want to say thank you to all my fans for supporting me. And I have a big heart, like I said, for kids and even women. I wanna write a special song. I want to do something that's gonna give power to women. And when you listen to it, it's just gonna make you feel like a superwoman. And so I'm working on some new stuff and to dedicate to my fans. But I just want to say thank you for the love, the support, and I'm so grateful. If I can just make one person's day, you know what, I did my job, and that's good, and God will take care of the rest, and things will just happen magically. I never doubted God. So yeah, so thank you for the love and support.
Oh, that's great. That's a very great note to end on. So, thank you so much for your time today. It was great
Yes, of
getting
course.
to, just
You were amazing, so you made it so easy for me.
you made it really easy. You're great to talk to. Just your energy is very it's very infectious. You have great
Oh,
energy.
thank you. You made it, like I said, it's you as well, and I think it just bounces back, right?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well,
Thank you
yes.
so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I
well,
hope you
I
have a
hope you
beautiful
have a
day.
good rehearsal.
Yes, thank you, and I can't wait for you to hear Crisscross, and to see what you think. I'm like, what do you think?
Yeah, so excited, so excited. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yes, once again, thank you so much for your time today. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Have a great day. Bye.
Okay, you too. Bye.